What is up, guys? You get NotTheWorst here, bringing another Black Desert online video, and today we're taking a look at the patch notes for May 10th. But first, we're going to look at something that's not in the patch notes, and you probably saw it in the title. We have the announcement for our Land of the Morning Light is now coming in June 2023. I had been predicting early to mid-July, and it looks like June is the time frame. So when in June, we don't particularly know. I would imagine towards the end of June, because launching the same time as Diablo 4 would probably be problematic for your active users on a release, which isn't going to look great for you internally. But who knows? We'll see. Likely going to be end of June for that. That's about all that they give you. Just they're going to keep us posted on more information as we get closer for it. They're giving out a nice little coupon code to get you a tier 1 Heyday pet and choose your 7-day box along with it, so you can punch that in and pick those up in anticipation of the new zone. So moving into new events, there is a major update to Conquest Wars, and they changed a couple things for caps, and we also got a new area. So Balanos, a new Conquest area has been added. The Conquest War takes place in the territory of Balanos, hence it being called the Balanos Conquest War. And instead of a siege, it's a battle where the guild and alliance that destroys all enemy forts or earns the most points until the end is going to win. You're going to please note that Balanos Conquest War is subject to an AP limit of 457 total AP. Through the resumption of the Balanos Conquest War, we hope that the expansion of available Conquest War territories will lead to smoother Conquest Wars. For a fresh start with the addition of the Balanos Conquest War, the stat limits of Calpheon, Medea, and Valencia Conquest Wars have also been changed, and the changes on those are as follows. Calpheon now has no stat limits for it. Medea, which previously didn't, now has the 475 AP limit, and Valencia also no stat limits on that one. So for the Conquest War people getting into that, I'm sure that's pretty welcome, the no limits on those. Next up, let's go ahead and take a look at what events we've got going on this week. There are a few. So we've got the big 3 boons of Black Desert that can be obtained as a daily login reward each day that you log in. You're going to get a 3-day of the following: a Value Pack, Blessing of Common and Book of Old Moon. Not terrible by any means. Pretty much everyone can make use of those to some degree. Then we have a Hit the Jackpot Centennial Wild Ginseng. This is actually a gathering event that's available. You can actually end up gathering Centennial Wild Ginseng, which sell for 10 million silver at vendors, so that's not bad at all. There's also the 7-year Wild Ginseng, which is a buff that can be applied. It's 50 life skill mastery, 200% life XP, and a 30-minute duration. This is also going to coincide with hot time that we have for life XP. It's 50% just flat life XP except trading, and 50% mount XP as well. Then you can bring your training growth support through your challenges, Y tab on there. You're going to pick up some Mount XP scrolls, Book of Florence, Celerity Draft, and Brilliant Crimson Fire Dream Horse materials. You're also going to get yellow grade Imperial Training Delivery invoices when you exchange your trained horse for special rewards based on the tier, and you'll also get double the Flowers of Oblivion. In addition, you're going to have a couple weekly quests to pick up some of the tier 10 horse items. The Royal Fern Root, you can get 30 of those, and Mythical Feathers can be swapped with Krugdala Origin Stone. So a couple extra ways other than your normal quests you're normally hitting to try and get some more mats and move you along for some T10 attempts. And that is it for the events this week. So moving into content updates, we do have several classes that had some tweaks, mostly PvE related items. First up is Tamer. Tamer recovered MP according to hit targets since she had a low MP recovery effect on hit. Therefore, adventurers often use means such as MP Potion, Spirit Perfume Elixir, for sure that one, and skill add-ons to recover their MP. However, there were some shortcomings when dealing with certain monsters. This method was particularly not very effective for Tamers in their growth phase, so it's been adjusted accordingly. That's because when you're grinding at one-shot spots, those multi-hits aren't ticking the MP recovery for it, so it becomes pretty cumbersome managing that, especially if you're using things like Spirit Perfume. Or skill add-ons, since those require multi-hits for it. So improve the MP recover quantity and means for the following skills: Leaf Slash, Standing Attack 4/5, and the Attack of Leaf Slash, Evasive Attack, Flowing Water Flash, Flash Pole Thrust, Flash Stance, Shift, Jolt Wave, Trample, Prime Moonlight Strike, Soaring Kick, Flurry of Kicks, and Stretch Kick all have some form of MP recovery added to them, so virtually revamped in that regard. Kuno and Ninja had a couple of things going on, but with this particularly together, their Ninja Evasion skill was improved, so the invincibilities applied against monsters when using the skill, so they pick up a PvE iframe there. And then specifics for Kuno: when defeating monsters, Succession Kuno had to take care to manage their stamina effectively in order to remain engaged in battle with monsters consistently. This caused situations where powerful skills could not be used due to insufficient stamina. Accordingly, adjustments have been made to the stamina consumption and recovery intervals of Prime Flash Slash and Tendon Cutter, reducing stamina burden when activating skills while standing during PvE situations. So we see that always change. You can see 300 to 200 on Tendon Cutter, and Prime Tendon Cutter just flat out. Improved on Flash Slash, so stamina is recovered when using it, but stamina won't be recovered during moving attacks. Prime Shackles added so Ninjutsu Soul can be obtained when using the skill. This cooldown itself was changed from 12 down to 8 seconds. And then we see some adjustments to damage on a few skills here as well, and they kind of go either way. So for instance, Shadow Clone is picking up an additional hit, but the overall damage on it is a little bit lower. That does total out to higher amounts of damage, that picking up that extra hit for it. We see damage increases on Shadow Clone, Shackles, and Wheel of Wrath as well. Note that the PvP damage reduction rate was adjusted so that it still does the same amount in PvP, or so they say. PvE damage was also increased for Awakening Kit on Delighted, Blast, Flow Wrath, and Flow Indignation. Then we see adjustments to Ninja specifics on here, and looks like a lot for Awakening. For both, first, improved the issue where the character using a Covert Cutthroat would intermittently attack the opponent from the front instead of behind, depending on the distance between them. And then Awakening sees a few things going on. They increase the rotation of the character according to camera direction at the beginning of the movement when switching the stance with your RMB Katana skill. So Shadow Slash had it improved so it activates instantly in all double sword attacks. And then we see some PvE damage increases on Corrupt Sword Dance, Sudden Decapitation, Serpent Ascension, Drastic Measure, and Flow Mock Explosion. Sage has quite a few changes going on. Lightning Prisoner and Outer Spear. Lightning Prisoner cooldown was reduced to 12 seconds and was improved so that it can be comboed smoothly after a Torch Spear specifically. Flow Judgment had some changes that are fairly large. It can be used on its own now, so it's not required to flow the skill, despite it still being called Flow Judgment. Awakening Drak has something like that as well. Since it can be activated on its own, it's given a 17-second cooldown to match Divine Executioner. It's activated by pressing W and key, and an additional 150 stamina is going to be consumed on top of the 50 MP. They have a little graphic for you to kind of show you before and after, although they're relatively the same in that regard. Shock Relay changed the skill cooldown from 5 to 3 seconds on it, and the critical hit rate on it is now going to be 30% rather than 20%, which is significant. And then we got changes to damage rates as follows. Lightning Surge gets a damage increase and PvP reduction rate decrease, meaning that's increased damage flat out and increased PvP damage. We see the same treatment happen with Enlightening Bolt, Upsurge, Radiant Annihilation, and also Ator Spear, all getting flat damage increases in addition to PvP damage reduction rate reduction. So it does a whole lot more damage in PvP on each of those. Nova had a couple of changes here. Prime Fianchetto and Prime Frozen Darkness were changed so that Axian's attack can be applied more rapidly when you're using those. And then she got some PvE buffs in damage as well on Prime Frozen Earth, Prime Fianchetto, Prime Frozen Darkness, Prime Stama's Mate, and Prime Entangly Icy Thorns. Megu had nothing truly changed, issue fixes, but the changes that she had on the March 29th maintenance were rolled back, no longer working on April 26th maintenance. That's now been resolved. Those are mostly the split damage in PvP type situations that are reapplied at this point. Content updates in trading. We have a new function in order contract windows, so you can now check the Old Moon Guild newsletter through the order contract window. You can update the newsletter through the update button as well. Error fix in Hunting Mastery just for the display on it. And the method for obtaining rare resources by hunting the giant elk and seagulls in Balanos has been changed to the following. You can see it's based on accumulated damage, and they break down specifically what you'll be getting, what that damage amount is for each tier. That's on it. They added an explanation on the accumulated damage of the sniper hunting in Hunting Mastery description so that you can get it actually in-game rather than just reading in this. Moving forward, we've got the spring season that has now ended. So if you did not graduate your character, it's been done for you. So check out that. If you had the season coelacanths left in your inventory, they gave you the silver for it. And then the gift box full of memories and Fugar's letter of encouragement are stored in the mail for 14 days from the season end. So look out for that. Notice on a Dark Rift event that's going to start next week. So any Dark Rifts that you're picking up this week, you may want to hang on to, because we're going to have those boxes of the dead and some summon boss scrolls in them coming up. So you might as well get better rewards for them starting next week and hang on to those. We've got item update that you can craft 10 portions of Celerity Draft when using Belib's Essence, just a little quality of life there to speed that up. You can also now craft the Frenzy Draft of Corruptions with the Magical Elixir, giving you the 1-hour versions of those items. So, not as big of a thing ever since the fairy update where your fairy can use stuff for you, but still kind of nice because it does print more of these since you don't need 4 to actually use for an hour. It only takes 2 of these, basically turning 2 into 4. And if you're like me, you probably have hundreds and hundreds of these magical elixirs just sitting there. They'll also now work with the event draft items, not just the regular ones, which is pretty nice. Then we see some monster updates. They increase numbers of monsters spawned in Krutuga ruins, just kind of flat out. Change so that you can't get certain items from defeating the Desert Trader in the Great Desert of Valencia. I don't know that people are still doing that. And then this one's kind of large if you were aware of what was going on with the spot. Saunil Camp did get some nerfs. Essentially what's happening is particular classes, if you could get kind of a full server to yourself, you could just rush down like the elites specifically, because they had pretty wild crystallized despair drops. Using Agris on them as well was pretty efficient on that. So that we were seeing like 1.5 to like 2.5 billion silver can be generated for certain classes if you had a full server to yourself during that time running these elite rotations only. They pretty quickly nerfed that down and made some adjustments, so the spot is still relatively good-ish if you are in that gear range. So changes that they did specifically: the crystallized despair drop rate was reduced by approximately 67% when you kill the elites. It was increased by approximately 3.1 times when you kill the non-elite monsters, making it grinding there relevant. And then the Agris fever consumed on the siege tower and the elite captains was changed from 15 up to 90 for the tower and 60 to 900 for the siege captain. It should have been that way from the beginning, but you know, we have some issue fixes, UI updates, and that sort of thing. So let's jump on over to the Pearl Shop, see what we got going on this week. You will see a focus on mount type items, and starting off with the Venia riding hat that's available. If you want to get that, it's a thing. Looks goofy as hell, but I guess it goes with the Venia outfit. You can get the Venia riding set, 2,200 pearls. If you want to pick that up, they'll throw you 2 10-hour Mount XP scrolls, 2 celerity drafts, and 2 Courser's Aura. We've got special training packs for 25, 75 pearls. It's got 5 Mount skill change coupons, a reset Mount growth, a Mount brand spellstone, all skill training coupon, 2 Courser's Aura, 2 of those Mount XP scrolls, and 1 celerity drop. We've got training with Heyte pack, 1440 pearls, gets you 2 of those guys along with some feed. The breeding reset pack is 765 pearls, and you will get 2 of your choice, either 2 male resets or 1 female reset, and you get to pick 2 of any of that assortment. Triple premium horse appearance change coupon is 1620 pearls to get 3 of those, hence the name Triple. We've got a Mount skill training coupon and a rare Courser training box to go to boot with those. An extra Mount XP scroll X10, 600 pearls to get those. Mount skill change coupon daily, set up for this 150 pearls. You can get 1 of those with a Courser's Aura once per day for the next few weeks. Mount skill selection coupon is 1550 pearls, which will get you a Mount skill selection coupon. Then we've got more training goods on sale. The permanent celestial calling horn is on sale for 1575 pearls. That's 30% from its normal price. Trainer's flute permanent version is on sale at 1,200 pearls. We've got Celestial Horse's Spirit for 600 pearls. Reset Mount growth by itself is 1120. Premium Horse Change Appearance coupon 720. Mount Brand Spellstone 350. And then we have some new packs: Quadra, Maid, and Butler pack. Excuse me. I was going to mute my mic for that, but fuck it, we just keep going. 3120 pearls for that, and you select 4 of your choice of storage maids / butlers. We've got Enhanced Blessing and Common Silver, 1125 pearls, and you're going to get 10 item drop scrolls to go with it, 2 energy tonics. It doesn't have the Book of Old Moon this week. We'll probably see it added next week or the week after. Triple Ghost Fee, it's 3,300 pearls to pick up 3 of those bad boys. We've got an Artisan Special Memory Pack level 1. It is 3,000 pearls, which is going to get you 115 Artisans, 20 Memory Fragments, 50 Cron Stones, and 2 50 stacks. The daily pack is still available for 1 more week, and it is way, 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 way better than that. So look out for those if you're trying to pick up any Artisans. The level 2 pack is 6660 pearls. That's going to get you 275 Artisans, 40 Memory Fragments, 100 Cron Stones, and 2 60 stacks. We've got a premium outfit box X2 for 4420 pearls. Select your assortment of outfits. You'll also get a mystical Cronstone bundle and a 1-day value pack to go with it. Then you've got a classic outfit box, same thing, 3770 pearls for the classic version of that. You get the same bonus items as well. Succession classic box, 3770 for that one, same deal. Storage packs, we've got the Olvia Storage plus 20 slot pack available, as well as the Glish, Trent, and Keplin. And then we have the weekly outfit on sale is the Ranger Stella Premium Set, 2720 pearls, the same 20% discount as we see on the weekly outfit sale. So there you have it for this week's patch notes. Let me know what you guys think about what's going on in the comments down below. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to like it. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe so you get notifications when new videos go live. And if you'd like to catch me playing live, there's a link to my Twitch page in the description down below. You can jump on over there, drop a follow so you get notifications for that as well. With that said, that's going to be it for this one. I want to thank everybody for watching, and I will see you next time.